I wanna see the rainbow high in the sky. I wanna see you and me on a butterfly.
Ooh. What's up, guys? I am Sam I am, and welcome back to another story time video, I guess? I don't know. I'm gonna drink water. I was going with something, but I forgot what it was. Room temperature. Lovely. Anyway, I was gonna show you guys something. I forgot what it was, so I'm gonna go straight into the video. So, this takes place years ago. I'm like 22. Like, this took 20 years ago in the lovely city of Florida. Somewhere in Florida, in the lovely city of Fort Lauderdale. Did I say that right? Fort Lauderdale? I think I said it right. Anyway, so I was living in that type of area. I don't remember my house. I mean, we have pictures of the house, I guess, but I don't remember exactly where it was. But I do remember the school. And the school was obviously far away from my house. It was in the middle of this giant neighborhood of houses, and they were not really fancy. They were regular houses with probably one garage and a very small building. Anyway, it's probably one of those houses where you have to like get permission or not get permission to do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't know. Don't remember. All I remember is school. So the office, the front office was in front. Are you done? The front office was right next to the bus loop. And I don't mean like the front bus loop. No. I mean like the big bus loop area. So this is back then when I was not a bus rider. I was a car rider. Either my mom or my dad would take me to school, and yeah, that was about it. I literally don't remember how the school was. All I remember was the front office here and the bus loop here, and I'll get into details of that later. But yeah, so my dad will come around in front of the front office, drop me off, and I'll go, with some teachers, and they'll point, towards the hallway to make sure I go that way. I don't go exploring and have an adventure time somewhere. So I go through the double doors, I go down, and I go to my class, and I sit there right in line with the other kids. All the other kids were talking. I'm just sitting there, book bag behind me, sitting on my butt with my knees up, not my legs out, but up. And I hug them, and I'm like this, and I'm just like waiting for the teacher to show up. Because honestly, the teachers in that school did not show up at all. Either they showed up when the bell rang, or they showed up by opening the door and saying, "Hi, I'm here. Hi, welcome. Come in." So that's how the whole scenario first off happened. All right. So we're in class, and this was back then before we had markers and a clear board. We had chalk and the eraser. I think I always called it eraser, so they have a certain name for it. So this was back then when before this and this ever became a thing. It was like that did not go in well. There we go. Anyway, so that was back. We had chalk. So we will go in, and the room was basically the hallway. The hallway was straight ahead. This is literally what all I remember. I don't remember where the lunchroom was. I don't remember where the bathrooms were. All I remember was my homeroom class, which basically was teaching all the subjects except for a few. And I remember my art room class, and that's it. I don't remember what the lunchroom looked like. I don't remember what recess looked like. I don't remember what behind the school looked like. The only thing I remember is what the front looks like, the hallway, what the front of the school looks like, the hallway, my classroom, my art room, and where the nurse's room is, because I've been to that nurse room that very day. Anyway, so here's I can't do this without drawing. Okay, let's get. Alright, so I drew it out. So basically, here's the big bus loop. This is where all the giant long buses come from. And this is the front office. This is the long ass hallway that we the students, almost forgot my English, had to stand right here in a line, sitting here next to the classroom door. And this was the classroom. Just because I made a line, I gotta make an X. Anyway, so we will spend most of our subjects there, like science, reading, math, etc. And then extra activities like PE, art, computer lab, I guess, were in different classrooms. So that very day, I don't know why out of all the days I've been in that school, I remembered this day. I guess because it left a mark in my soul. But that very day, our class, we were literally, I'm just gonna say we were brats, alright? We were brats. That very day, teacher comes in, and for whatever reason, all the classroom was just following her with looking at her as we're following her. And the teacher knows, just like, oh, I am impressed. Oh my goodness, I am impressed. And she'll walk this way and then walk that way. She'll walk around the classroom once. I am so impressed that my students are keeping an eye on me when they usually don't keep an eye on me and not paying attention at all. Yeah. And that's all I remember from the teacher, because the last thing I remember from that classroom is playing Legos, basically. And I was just playing, putting Legos together. It was back then where I did not know what the hell Legos were. I'm just like, okay, you can build something with this. This is fun. Anyway, so I'm building this, and some other kids came up to me and started playing with me too. And we did this into this. This kid was smart. I'm pretty sure he has a very fancy job right about now. Because at his age, at 2nd grade, he told me the flags of each and every country. I mean, legit. Italy. I'm just gonna say it at the top of my head because I remember these for a reason. Again, probably scarred my soul. Italy, France, Germany, Mexico, and it's blue. I forgot what's blue and white, or whatever country that is. Those are the 5 I remember. And he just said, okay, this is this country, this is that country, this is this. I'm just like, oh my god, wow, how do you know this? I was a dork, okay? I was a loner, and when a friend showed up, I'm just like, oh my god, you are awesome, basically. And next thing you know, we were playing Hangman or tic-tac-toe. I was about to draw it out. Oh my god. The things I forget. Anyway, later on, it was the end of the day. No, it wasn't the end of the day. It was time for us to switch over. It wasn't not the end of the day yet. We have to switch over to our other class, which was art, and so I was the one who had to erase everything. I was that one friend who did everything for these people. Who I thought they were my friends, my true friends. I didn't even know what friends were back then, actually. I'm just like, okay, we're people who get along with each other. But if you guys are not gonna do this, I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll do it. I was that type of person who'd be like, I'll do it. Nowadays, I'm just like, you made the mess, you're gonna fucking clean it. I am not your house maid. And I just, cleaned it, everything. And the one thing my teacher told us never to do, because it was annoying, is grab let's pretend these are 2 erasing chalkboard things. She told us never to do this because of the dust and everything. And back then, I did not know what the heck allergies were. I did not know what asthma was. Back then, I didn't know shit for shit. So, when the teacher wasn't looking, the 2 students were away. I did this like twice. I coughed a little. Then I'm like, I did this quickly just because I saw my teacher moved. And I'm like, Samuel, are you done? Yeah? Alright, come and sit down. Okay. Oh, God. It was so funny. Well, we packed our stuff and we moved to the art class. I have a thing I have in my computer on, on when I'm filming. Don't know why. It's a weird thing. Anyway, so we moved to our next class, which was art. I think that day was art. I have a feeling that, you know how some schools have this one day, the next this, and next that. I think that was it. But anyway, that day we had art. And I don't remember what we did in class. All I remember is I was bleeding. I had a cut on my fingers, probably from a scissor or something, or a paper cut. I cut either something, I think it was my elbow. Well, for whatever the case, I was bleeding somewhere. Don't remember where. And I was escorted with two or one of my classmates to the nurse's room, which was basically walk somewhere of the aisles that the building had, down this way to the nurse's room that was like right there. And then once I can't hold the paper. Once I got there, the kids had to go back to the classroom, and then I have to walk back to the classroom. And as I was walking back, I remember being alone in this hallway, walking slowly. At first I was like, da, 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 we're going on an adventure. Then I notice I'm alone in this hallway. That's quiet. I think I peeked through one window of the classroom. After that, I'm like, I'm alone here. I'm scared. And then some way somehow I got lost, and out of my panic I got lost, and somehow made it way back to the classroom. I don't know. Anyway, not moments after, there was a girl who was, I think, sick or something, and they asked me to take her to the nurse's room because I knew where it was, and they were not going to send any other kids with them. I don't know why. So I escorted her to the nurse's room. I walked back to the classroom with her because I don't know, I just did. We walked back to the classroom. After art class thing was done, we went back to our regular classrooms and we were getting ready. This is where the story takes place. We grab our bag. I'm excited to go home because I guess TV or play with my toys. I was never that type of person to go outside and play with friends. I was mainly inside the house playing with toys. I was in second grade, didn't have any friends. Don't think I was in a neighborhood full of friends either. I don't know. Anyway, so this is where it scarred me for life. So we get in line, we leave the classroom, we're walking straight down to the front of the office. That's where all the kids line up. I'm sitting down on the wall, which was right next, which it was like outside the giant hallway and down this way. So I was like sitting somewhere in front of a bus, which back then I had a bunch of bus drivers look at me like, they kept staring at me. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't know what I was doing. I'm just sitting there like, I think they were thinking that I was in trouble or something. I don't know. I was like to myself type of person. I was in my turtle shell back then. So I was waiting for my dad to come and pick me up. My dad doesn't show up. All the buses leave. Benefit of the doubt. They leave. They don't show up. And one of the teachers, saw me and everything, and she's like, "Did you miss your bus or something?" And I'm like, "No, my dad is supposed to be picking me up, or my dad's coming." And she takes me to the hospital. She takes me to the office. Dear God, she takes me to the office. And I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting for my dad. They don't show up. Teachers are leaving, so the staff, calls my dad. No answer. Calls my dad. No answer. Start calling my dad. No answer. Excuse me. I'm at the point of, one, I'm worried. Two, I'm scared. I'm about to cry my ass out. Yes, I'm gonna cry my ass out. My eyes out. So right before any action was taken, because the staff called the cops, you know, to be with me and probably to take me home. And that's when my dad pulled up. And I'm just like, I literally got up, I ran to him, I was like, Dad! Because I recognized the car, and the teacher was like, no, come back, don't do that. Because it didn't, you know, just in case, the kid's probably going to run up in front of a car that's turning around here. You know, my dad, you know, gets out of the car, hugs me, he's like, I'm so sorry. With his horrible English back then, because we're Cuban. And see, yo hablo español. That'll be another video, by the way. Because I failed Spanish 1. That'll be another video. Anyway, so yeah, so my dad comes to pick me up. We leave. And when we leave, I mean, by the time we're leaving, after school is getting out, that's how bad it was. Like, because I remember once we were pulling out, there was a bunch of kids walking out of the school to the other side, to their houses or whatever. And just like, Dad, what took you so long? And he just like, traffic, just traffic. Now that I think about it, that's bullshit. It wasn't traffic, it was something. But when I asked him about it, he said, I don't remember. Are you sure that wasn't a dream? I'm like, yeah, it felt pretty real. So yeah, so this is part 1 of when my parents forgot about me at school. A common mistake, you know, parents have jobs and whatever. And whatever. So it's like, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below how old were you if your parents ever forgot you somewhere, someone. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get more videos, and stay weird. I'm literally just picking these things out as I go along to see how things work out. I think I'm gonna stay weird. I think I used it before. Alright, stay weird. Alrighty? Okay, bye.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly